And after applying it, I will just go ahead and then select that material in content browser, and then I will just control Q or right click and then select all material with the same select all the objects with the same material, and then in content browser right click and then create instance materials. Since I have selected all the objects that are using this material, I will just go ahead and apply this instance material on those all objects. So if I click here, now I can get, and now I will get color parameters, metallic, roughness and specular. And after all the objects materials converted inside instance and then applied, the scene will be much faster in response. So we need to do these two things. Again, I will just go ahead and work on this. Double click here, I will break this. These are the notes which have been brought by Datasmith, but I don't think they are useful, so I'll just straight away discard anything that has come from Datasmith, and I will make my everything by my own. And I will just go ahead and add these 3 notes on every objects. That means I will use materials brought by Datasmith to an extent where it helps me, and I will modify them here inside the Unreal Engine. So now again I will select and control Q or maybe right click and then select with the same material. You can see control Q here, and all the objects that are using these materials have been selected. And then I will just search this in content browser. I will right click, create material instance, and then I will apply this material on it, and then I will open it, align to the left, and then I will just go ahead and decrease the roughness to 0.55 because I don't think we need roughness here. And again I will just go ahead and control Q, and then I will select this object, and again click here, then detach these two, and then I will just paste it here, and then metallic, roughness and specular and roughness. Metallic because if we encounter with any object that needs to be metallic, we can just right away control the metallic value and then color from our created instance material. So I am giving metallic value to 0 so that we have every possible control prior when needed. So I'll just go ahead and then select it and then control Q so that every objects using that same materials are selected, and then I will search it inside or content browser, and then I will create material instance, and then I will apply it, and you can see everything is getting better and better. Now I see this, so I will just go ahead and reduce its roughness value to maybe 0.45 or maybe 0.55 or maybe 0.45 will be enough. So we'll have a little bit amount of reflection, or maybe 0.5 I think will be 0.55 will be enough. And then I will just go ahead here in this object, and then I will go ahead here and I will add a scalar parameter here, name it Palof, and we will give a value of 1, and I will select this texture, and then I will decrease its intensity to 0.5. See, this sofa was a bit brighter, so I made it a little less brighter. and then I will go ahead and detach these, maybe clean up, and then I will go ahead and paste those three values, and then I will apply this on specular softness. Then I will click apply, and then again I will go inside our viewport, select, click Ctrl Q, and then I will just go ahead, search this material, and then right click, create instance material, and then I will apply this instance material, and I will open it, and I will adjust its parameters and values accordingly. So maybe its value will be 0.55 or maybe 0.45. I think 0.45 is a bit strong, and maybe 0.5, maybe 0.55. Yes, I think 0.55 is perfect. So manually you have to go on every object's material and you have to tweak them to the best of their values. This is a very key point to make our scene realistic. You can just not rely on materials which we have been brought by the data smith. They have brought the materials, it's very beneficial, and we need to tweak them a bit further so that they become even more realistic, and that's what I am doing. This process is also very crucial for achieving realistic result. So just keep in mind, Ctrl Q, select this inside our content browser, create instance material, and then just go ahead and then apply this instance material. And one bug I found is whenever I bring any scene from Max to Unreal Engine, and if that scene was in Corona render, then all the materials which are brought inside Unreal Engine, by default no object will be converted inside Unreal Engine into instance material. But if that whole scene was using V-Ray inside Max, and if we brought them inside Unreal Engine, then all the material will itself prior only by itself, by the help of datasmith only, they will be they will be having instance material. But if we are using Corona in Max, then this is not the case. So we'll have to go ahead and manually do everything there. I think this is a kind of a bug or maybe something like that. So if you see this type of material issue, so I will search this texture here, and then I will go ahead and then create a material from here, and then I will go ahead and select this and then Control Q and then Control Alt Q. And what I will do is I will just go ahead, open it, and I will paste those values here, attach it to metallic and then specular and then roughness, and maybe we should convert it into parameters so that we can swap these textures whenever we need, and then apply it, and then we'll go here and then we will create an instance material out of it, and then we will just go ahead and apply it on the objects. So what we have is, now you can just double click it, and now we have to come parameters to control, and I will give 0.15 and then Control H to unhide all. Now that has also been corrected, and I'll just go ahead and work like this. Okay, one more thing is we need to make these plant leaf textures as good as possible while we are improving our material, and for that I will just go ahead and show you how we can make it perfectly. And see, if it's not two-sided, so it's not we are not able to see this texture leaf texture from two-sided, and if we switch two-sided it will be an issue. But I will show you a process where you can do that and it will not at all be a issue. So I just go ahead, and what you can do is just detach these two, leave that normal node, and then go here and inside this activate two-sided and then two-sided foliage, and from here texture just take and bring this node from RGB onto subsurface color, and then paste those three values of metallic, specular, and then roughness, and then apply it. You see how with subsurface scattering and all those things how nice it looks. And then I will just control H, and then I will select all these materials. I will select these materials, and then I will right click and then create material instance, and then I will just apply this instance material so that I have its control in the real time. And if I think that reflection is stronger, then I'll just go ahead and make it 0.45, and I will control shift S for saving all things. And before proceeding further, let's do one more thing here. And that thing is we have to give reflection captures in this scene. So I'll just go ahead, right click and close all the tabs on the left, and if I will be asked yes, then just click yes every time, and then click this and close this palette also. And now what we'll have to do is we'll go in modes, and then we'll search for maybe we can go in outliner, and we can search for a sphere reflection captures, or you can also go here and then search for a sphere reflection capture, and then you can bring it here. But since we have already a default sphere reflection capture in the scene, we will use that only. So I'll go ahead in top view, and I will just decrease the radius, influence radius to maybe 300, and then I will go in alt edge, and I will see whether this is intersecting from the roof and the floor. So after this value I can see it clearly intersecting with 200 and 200. Okay, let's make them 250, and then inside just keep it at a height where it will intersect the roof and along with the floor. And now go inside top viewport, and then duplicate that sphere reflection captures, and then duplicate them further like this. So as you can see, we have put some reflection capture inside our scene to make our reflections even more accurate. And after that we will just go ahead and keep continuing of optimizing our. So I will just select this object, I will press Ctrl Q, and then I will right click and then create instance material, and then I will apply this instance material on it, and then I will double click it, open it, and then I will double click this parent material. Then I will just go ahead and if I see this type of nodes, then I will just go ahead here and then press S, and I will click on the viewport, and then I will make it as fall off, make its value to default value to 1. Then I will paste those 3. If I'm not able to paste, just I will go ahead and open any of the material that are having all those 3 nodes. I will copy them from there, and then I will just paste them from there to this material. I'll make one more camera bookmark. Then I'll go ahead, select this texture, and I will increase its intensity so that I will be having less intensity here. And I'll go ahead here and then select Ctrl Q and then select this material in the content browser and let the material to get itself compiled. And then I will select this material in the content browser and then create instance material and then apply it. And then I'll just open this material and I will switch this both off, paste those 3 nodes, convert these to parameters, rename them to color, and then apply. And once it has been applied, we can just go ahead and then select this material, open it, and then we can go ahead and make it metallic value 1, and we can decrease its color so that to make it a bit like more like chrome here. So as you can see, okay. And then I will go ahead and then select this material, Ctrl Q, and then select in content browser, create instance material, apply that instance material, and then I will double click on this parent material and just go ahead and then paste those 3 nodes which I have already copied in my copy buffer. And I will right click here and then I will create it into parameter and I will name it as color. By mistake I have typed cool, but I think you understand what I meant here. And now I'll go ahead and then open this, dock it here, and then I will decrease its whiteness a bit to make it even more perfect because it's a bit too white. Color like this will give a bit more contrast in the scene. So I will just go ahead and leave it like this, and maybe I can increase the roughness to maybe 0.15 so that it's reflecting more things. I'll go ahead, since I can see this reflection captures needs to be rebuilt, so I will go here and build, and then I will just click build reflection captures, and it will just go ahead and build the reflection captures. And I will go here and go ahead and tweak every objects in the scenes, a material of every object in the scene. It's very important to achieve a realistic material result. So just remember it, you need to make everything into perfect amount, otherwise if it's not, it will not, otherwise it will not look at all good. So I'll go ahead, create instance material, and then I will apply it, and then I will open this, and then in parent material I will go ahead, right click, convert to parameter, and then color, And I'll just go ahead and do this thing for almost every object's material in the scene. So that's a very uh, long procedure and tiresome procedure, but extra important to get realistic result. And I really hope you understand what I meant here. You have to give extra care on every objects, adjusting their material and all those things to make them as good as possible. Then only you are going to get a very realistic result. There is no shortcut formula that just click two buttons. You need to have all the knowledge and procedure what needs to be followed, and you will have to do those procedure as accurately as possible, and then you will be getting perfect result from your renders, and that's for sure, and that is no doubt about it. So I'll go ahead, select it, and then Control Q or right click, select, and then select say material, right click here in the content browser, create instance material, and then I will apply that instance material. I will click this open material, maybe parent material, and I will just go ahead, click this, and then I will clean up this material, and I can go ahead and give a scalar parameter and name it as fall off here, give it on exponent, and then I will make this value to 1, and I will go ahead and select this texture, and then I will reduce its intensity to 0.5 so that it doesn't glow in the scene. And I will go ahead and I think we need to rotate this texture, so I will go ahead, open this texture, and I will go ahead here, rotator value, oops, nice. I'll just right click, convert to parameters, and then I will tell rotate, then apply, and I will go here, select this material, create instance, Control Q, and then I will just go ahead and apply that instance material and open that instance material, and let's see if we can rotate the texture or not. Okay, we can rotate it, so let's make it 0, and now you can see the textures have been rotated accordingly and looking perfectly awesome. And then go ahead, I don't think we need to do anything on this object, so I think let's do that particular thing on this material. So I'll go ahead, Control Q, and then select it, and then right click, create instance material, apply that instance material, and then we will go ahead and select it. I will detach these two nodes, I will clean the material, and then I will go ahead, select this material, and then I will switch on two-sided foliage, and then subsurface scattering, and then I will paste those 3 values, ouch, and then I will just put them here, apply, and you can see it's boom like this. It's amazing. This type of result is very desired, and on top of that it's an instance material. You can control roughness, specular, or maybe if it's a metallic you can also control the metallic value of that material. So let's go ahead and select this material. Oops, it's a very complete mesh, so I will go ahead and then select this. I will bring this texture out, and then I will just go ahead and create a material out of it. Convert this material inside into instance material, and then I will just select this and then Control Q, and then I will shine that material on this object. And now I will go ahead and then paste those three nodes here, and then I will just click, and also I will make a new node here, and I will, so that we can control the material of this, sorry, color of this metallic object. So let's go ahead and I will press Control 3, sorry, only 3, and I will just convert and metal color and apply it, make it white as of now. And we will go ahead here. Now open this, and we will go ahead and tweak this metal color. We can control the metal color here. So as you can see, we are controlling the metal, and we will go ahead and make it 1. That means it's absolutely a metallic object, and there will be no doubt about it. See, the whole process with the help of which I am making or showing you how to make the materials is a PBR workflow, so it will be looking realistic, that's for sure. And if this material is too dark, then let's go ahead and decrease it so that we can get a bit of color information in this. Now let's go ahead and keep continuing. I will go ahead and give a bit of reflection on this also, so I'll just go ahead, select radiator, select Control Q, or maybe only this, and then I will just duplicate it, Control W, and then right click, create instance, and then I will apply this instance material on this object, and I will tweak this, make it like color, detach these 2 nodes, clean up, paste those 3 nodes here, and then you can just go ahead and apply. And now I can go ahead, open this material, dock it here, and I will go ahead and then decrease its reflection to 0.15. So I will be seeing a lot more reflection on this object, and maybe I can decrease color so that I can see its reflection in the scene. So I think we are good to go from the here, and let's go ahead and tackle this subject. So again, I will go ahead, Control Q, and then select this material inside our content browser, right click, create instance material, apply that instance material, open the parent one, click, and then click clean up, and then I will paste those 3 parameters or 3 values, constant nodes, and then I will apply, and then I'll just go ahead, open it, dock it here, and decrease its reflection to 0.55. Hide those. Okay, let's do one more thing. We need to make it like the other leaf materials, so I'll just go ahead and then two-sided foliage and subsurface. This will make a perfect foliage material for our leaf. See how awesome it looks. And then again, go ahead, select all these, and then we'll go ahead, do the same for this. Right click, create instance material, apply that instance material, go ahead here, detach this, clean up, and then make it two-sided foliage, and then subsurface scattering. Paste those 3 nodes and then attach them to their respective nodes, and then apply. So this is taking time, and it will take time, but it's very well worth. So don't be impatient. Do this for every objects of your scene, and you will see the result for sure, no doubt about it. It will add to the realism of your scene, so you have to do this. Control Q, hide. We have one more here. Okay, it's already done. We just need to search this material, and then wait, Control H, Control Q, and then select. Okay, we have to apply this material. Yes, now as you can see, it's looking very perfect. From this side or this side, you can see subsurface scattering. If there was a sun here, it will be reflecting a very nice color. And I think this is a bit more bright, too bright. Let's go ahead and then select the texture, and then I will select here, and then I will decrease its value to maybe 0.5, and now it's looking much better. Save the file. And I will go ahead and continue to do this whole practice of optimizing the materials throughout the scene. It will take time, but it will count, it will be well justified, because it will increase in the realism of the scene. So I will just go ahead and show, and every object will have this same thing. So you just go ahead and keep an eye on it, how I will be doing. So if I open this material, it's absolutely messed up. So what we need to do is, we just need to make a material, and it's metal material, so I will name it metal 01, and I will just control click, and then I will right click, create metal instance, and then apply that metal instance on it. I will open the parent one, and make a new metal material. Apply this, And if now I open this, okay, I have to convert it into color, apply. Now I can make it metallic one, and you can see it's looking very nice. Let's select this. Let's select this and select this pan material, Control W, and then name it TV screen, and then create instance material, apply that. Instance material here on the screen, and then open this instance material, and then just go ahead and make it black. I think this will be the best. And we can do the same, duplicate it, TV underscore border, and then we will create instance material and apply this border material here. Go ahead, oops, TV skin border, and we will apply this skin border, and then open this, dock it here and make it a bit darker. See? So the whole idea is you should go ahead and work on every object's material. See, this is not looking right at all, so I'll go ahead, select its material, right click, create instance, and then I will apply this instance material. I'll open this instance material and then parent material, and I will go ahead and then detach this, clean up, and then paste those three, and then I'll just go ahead and apply this material nodes to the respective nodes, and then I'll go ahead here, and now I can go and open this instance material, dock it here, and then I'll go ahead and make it as good as possible. You see, maybe 0.5 and maybe 0.2. Now it's looking very nice. It's too much reflective. Let's make it 0.3. Yes. So I think every objects I have tweaked them here. These are looking okay, not a big deal. Okay, I think this material is too black, so you can go ahead and create instance material out of it, and then I will apply this instance material on this object, and then I will open this instance material, dock it here, and I will make it a bit more darker, and I will give it a metallic value of 1, and then again less darker. So now you can see from a bit further it's looking like a metal now. Perfect. and I will go ahead and select these materials, and to figure out on which material which of the element are there, just go ahead and then select this, press F, and then I will isolate selection and see. Okay, last material is the one we should configure. So right click, create instance, and then Control Q, select all, and I will apply that instance material on the last one. Double click, open the parent, and then I will go ahead and right click and convert it to color. Then I will clean the material, and then I will paste those three, apply, dock it here, and I will give a bit of yellow tint on this to make it look better. See, it's looking very nice now. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead on this texture, maybe open it, open this. I'll just go ahead, browse it again, and then Control Q, and then I will apply this instance material on these objects. If I go ahead and then select it, go ahead, dock it, open this, and then I will go ahead and then convert to texture. Oh, sorry, Control Z. I will convert it into a parameter now, and then I'll just go ahead, select this texture, and everything is perfect as of now. We don't need to do anything here. I'll go ahead, and I think we can leave it as it is. We can go ahead here on this, press Control Q, and then right click, create instance material, apply it, open the instance, open the parent, detach these two, clean up the material. So as I am telling you again and again, you have to do or modify or improve every object's material. It's very important, so please be patient on it, and then go ahead and play with every object's material, and it will be giving two benefit, that your scene will be looking more realistic, and you are going on and applying, creating instance material and applying those instance material on the objects, and that activity will make your scene even lighter or smooth in runtime or in real time. So I'll go here, and I will take this texture here, apply it, delete this two, clean the material, apply this, and apply this here, and I will select this texture, select this texture, and I will decrease its value to maybe 0.5, apply, and then I will apply this, and you can see we have got this texture. And if you see like this too much of reflection, just go ahead, since it's real time, you can go ahead and change its value to whatever you like instantly. So we have almost finished everything in this area. Okay, let's do it on this. So I'll go ahead, Control Q, select this, right click, instance, and then apply that instance, and then open this parent material. I'll just click this, right click, convert to parameter, and then color, clean up. As you can see, now it's perfect. Let's go ahead, do this on the same, do that same thing on this material, create instance, apply, open, and then open parent, switch off this, clean up, Control V, metallic, specular, roughness, and we can just go ahead and make it parameter, apply it, then we can open this instance material. We can go ahead and open this also, and we can make it 0.75, and now it's looking much better. Let's do here 0.25 maybe, and you can see we are having very nice glossiness on this material. So you can see how nice it's looking, and the more and more you will go on and increase the quality of these textures, the more and more realistic will your scene will go on start looking. So let's take this texture here, and let's apply this texture to here, and then I will just go ahead and then clean up, right click, and then convert to parameter, and then color, paste, right click, create instance material, and then Control Q, and then apply that instance material. Now open that instance material, dock it here, and then let's go ahead and then tweak its parameter to maybe 0.55, and let's go ahead and change its color to something different. Yes, you can see it's having some contrast. Okay, we have to give a color that will give us a bit of contrast here, and then we'll go ahead here on this material, and I can see this material from both sides, so nothing to do on this. I will go ahead on this material, press Ctrl Q, and right click, create instance material, apply this instance material, open this parent material, and I'll just switch off this mask is okay. Okay, we'll need the opacity mask here. Switch this off, press those three nodes here, apply them here, apply OK, and again go inside this, make it two-sided, and then two-sided foliage, and then bring it here like this. You see, it's looking amazing now. Let's go ahead and do this for this texture also. Select this, make it two-sided foliage, and then on subsurface scattering, and then clean up, paste. Select this, right click, create instance material, and then apply this. Perfect. And we will close this too much of palettes. Right click, close, tab to the right and click yes. And I think all the objects in this particular area have been tackled off. The major objects which desperately needed to get attention on the material, so I've taken care of all the materials in this area, and now I will be good in proceeding further here. I think we don't need to do anything on all of this material. I think we can do something on this. So right click, create instance material, and then I will click select, Control Q, and then apply this material, open it, open the parent, click, and then color, convert to parameters, and then color, clean this material. So you might have got the idea that to get the release you have to go on almost every object material and then tweak them manually to make them as real as possible. So now I think it's looking perfect. So to get rid of this problem, we'll go ahead, click here, and then I will go ahead and clean up. And then paste, apply, select it, content browser, create instance material, apply it, and then just go ahead and tweak that reflection to maybe 0.1 or maybe 1.2, 0.25, 0.3, 0.35. okay, let's keep it 0.35 so we can get a very nice specular here. Now we'll go ahead here and then I will select this material, and then I will Control Q and then right click, create instance material, then apply, and then open this, then open this. And I will go ahead and just apply this directly, and I will click clean up, and then I will paste those 3 nodes. Then I will go ahead here, dock it here, and now you can see it's looking perfect. Just go ahead and make it metallic, and maybe 0.5 is enough. And we'll go ahead and select those metallic metal, any of those metal, and then just let's go ahead and apply it here. See, it's looking very nice now. So I will just go ahead and cross check every objects. Perfect. Okay, I think we should work on this material, objects material. Select it, search it, create instance material, and then apply, and then open the node, right click, convert to, and name it color, clean up, paste, open this instance material, dock it here, and just go ahead and make it metallic. See the difference, huge difference. It's a huge difference between before correcting it and after correcting it. Control Shift S to save all the changes till now. And we have corrected all these areas, and then all these areas, objects in these areas, and now we'll go ahead and proceed here. So before that, let's go ahead, search this, and we can go ahead and open this. And before that, press Ctrl Q and then right click, create instance, and then I will just go ahead and apply those instance material. Open that instance material, right click, convert to parameter, and then color. I really wish that this Datasmith brings the material as accurate as possible and we don't have to do these things, but it's not like that as of now. But maybe in future they will be able to bring the material absolutely accurately inside here, but till then we have to do it manually to make our scene more realistic. And that's what we are doing right now here. You see difference, see how nice it starts looking. Perfect. And I don't think we need anything. Okay, let's go ahead, search this material, and then we can apply that material here also. Okay, and everything looks fine and dandy here. Everything is looking perfect. Let's just add some color to this so that this will not be too black. Okay, I think we need to correct this. Go ahead, select its texture, and then double click it, make it like 6, and just go ahead and see here. Okay, I think we should make it maybe 8. And yes, now it's not that black. And on this, let's go ahead, search this, right click, create instance, apply that instance material, open it, double click, clean up, and then right click, and then convert to parameters, color, and then Ctrl V, metallic, specular, and then roughness, apply. And now let's make them less darker because they are too dark. Go ahead and make them less darker and make them metallic. Perfect. And then let's make them less darker. See how nice it's looking now. Okay, let's go ahead further, and I think we need to work on material of this object. Okay, let's go ahead, search that material, press Ctrl Q, and then right click, convert to instance material, and then we go ahead, apply it here, apply it here, double click, open it, right click, convert to parameters, color, and then Ctrl V, metallic, specular, roughness, apply, and now we can control the color of this object. So it's looking too dark, open it here, and let's make it less darker, make it 1, and then perfect. That was too dark and depressing and I don't like to dark objects or things too dark, being too dark. As you can see, it's looking perfect. Just observe everything, if everything is okay or not, and then let's select this, search it, right click, create instance, and then apply this instance material, click, open, and then just click here, clean up, right click, convert to parameters, and then color, Control V, metallic, specular, roughness, and then just apply it. Go here, open this material, and let's tweak it to make it awesome. Make it one metal, and let's make it metallic. So as you can see, just drag this to this also, and drag this to this, drag this to this. That's all. Now let's go ahead, select this, and then Control Q, and right click, create instance, and then apply, and then color, hide them, select them, and then we can apply this material. Control H, and now we just go ahead, open them, and if we need, we can tweak them, and I don't think we need to tweak them any bit, so let's leave them as it is. Okay, let's go ahead and search for our metal material, and then material, and then select, just Control B, and then right click, duplicate it, make it sync metal, right click, create instance, and then just apply this. Oops, sync metal, apply this. Go ahead, open this material. Okay, let's make it instance, and then apply it. Right click, create instance material. Okay. Sync instance, single stain, then apply it, open this, make it metal and reduce its color. Perfect. So just go ahead and I think we can just use this material on this and on maybe no, and on this. Yeah, perfect. And I think we can use that material on this also, or let's tweak the metal of this object.